Department as a ministry. As you can see on my right, Engineer Njenga here came here at 6 o'clock. John, our administration team are all here, including the technical teams. The housing program, the affordable housing program in this country now, we have taken off as a country. So I really want to appeal to Kenyans to work with us. They must hold our hands because these houses we are building for Kenyans and they are affordable. The question that lingers in everybody's mind is when they see these blocks, these housing units, they imagine that they are expensive. Nobody is asking you to pay the value of this house, the affordable value of the house, because it's not the actual value, it's affordable value, a discounted, subsidized value. You will pay in 25 to 30 years. And if you are not there for any reason, your family will continue with the legacy, pay until you get. The small houses here for the bachelors, for the singles, single people are 20 square meters. Where we have gone with you people, I would like to appeal that you actually market, because the houses are now on market for sale. We are asking you to pay about $30 per month for the small one. For the bigger one, it's about another $150 US. Tuseme tu kwa Kenya ya shilingi ya Kenya, we are talking about 3,000 bob per month for you to own, to live and own the house. To live in the house and own it at the end of the day of your period of 25 years, 30 years, depending on your agreement. And we are not looking for people who can come here with the whole check to pay for. That's not our idea. That's not our focus. Our focus is to cater for the Kenyan person who is living in the settlement, informal settlements, where we have no facilities, sanitation, no water, electricity, security is fully compromised. So that when we tell you you are paying 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 for you to own that house, this story must be the best story we are telling in terms of the development of the country. So far we have 124,000. Maybe now they are, of course, because we are launching every month new projects. Like I just went last week and launched another project of 1900 near Mackenzie there in Murang'a County. And every month we have maybe between 3,000 and 5,000 units that we are launching. So 124 are in different stages, like what you can see in this site. Different stages of completion. In this site, we will be having over 5 blocks of about 220 or 230 units. Is that correct?
1,080.
Yeah, the total, yes, the total is 1,080 units of one bedroom, of bed sitter. There are studios, bed sitters. Of course, the other side we have the others that are coming up. In another 3 months, we will come to launch maybe 1,300, because those are 6 blocks that we have targeted to launch, to commission, to give to the owners, and so that by end of April we will be having people living here. So the first lot will be given. We are expecting that we'll be able to complete the remaining works here in another 60 days. The lifts are on the way. By this month, end of the month, the lift will be here. Within a month, the final touches will be done, and we'll come back here with you people. You see yourself, you witness us giving these houses. So do not be left behind. I have today about 550,000 registered interest. Wakenya wamejiandikisha, wameuliza wapewe mawaidha how to access the affordable houses. And therefore, registration, of 550,000 against what we have, about 124,000, tells you the demand is higher than the supply. So we will continue building. We plan, and we have said this before, His Excellency the President has given us a target of 200,000 units, housing units of different typologies. Bed-sitters, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedrooms also, because we are also catering for the market price. And that market price is not the ordinary market price there. Our houses are definitely affordable because we have discounted taxes. First homeowners, we are giving free of stamp duty. All those small taxes that become a problem. Considering that we are building these houses with Kenyan taxpayers' money, so we obviously then don't want to make them inaccessible. So I think this story should be told by all of us. Don't be left behind. And I hope the members of the press are also counting themselves as homeowners. And this is the beginning. If you go to Embu, if you go to Nyandarua, you go to Kisumu, you go to Kanyakwa, you go to Bomet, you go to Eldoret, Nyali, where I was there last month. We have a beautiful project there near KBC that is coming up. We have Matuga is coming up also. We have Nyandarua. In Nyandarua, you have Engineer, Laikipia, Muranga County, I have already indicated. And we also in Kirinyaga. These houses, by next year, I believe we shall be able to give maybe up to 30,000 housing units, fully completed and occupied by the owners. So in short, our targets are slightly behind schedule because we intended to have within the first year 200,000. But of course, the challenges we faced of court cases, litigation, and uncertainty in terms of whether the funding will be stopped by the court. But now I want to thank Kenyans and even the people who are still remaining in court, appeal to them to join the rest of the country to provide affordable housing to Kenyans. Not all of us are living in the areas. Majority of Kenyans are in the informal sector, and the growth of population in our towns, all our towns, and that's why we intend to be in every county. Indeed, we are in more than, I think, 42, 43 counties so far with the housing projects. May I remind Kenyans that the minimum so far is that every constituency should be able to receive 220 housing units as a start. But that is not enough, so we will continue adding to that. And maybe that's it.
For those who you say you're expecting them to be maybe after 3 months for the houses to be contributed for the finishing of the work, how much are they expected to pay for paying? Maybe you can
let's just say, you have to apply. You have to get into our platform, the Bomayangu platform, where you'll be guided. It's very simple platform. You'll be guided how to access, then you select your project and you'll be told how much you will pay. At the end of the day, that is the application to be received. Then of course we have a housing, affordable housing board. Finally must look and see whether that platform has distributed the houses according to the criteria. Of the affordable houses are not for people who can afford, people with money. No, it's people, we are catering for people who have very little income, very low income. And that's why the government is spending money to support Kenyans in that regard. So you will be, let me just give the bands. It's between 3,000 and 7,000, depending on the lowest is 3,000. And I think one room, the bed sitters are the ones that are around 3,000. And then from there you have 3,900, 3,900, 4,500 or 800. Then you have 5,000. There are others for 7,000. So it all depends on the house you select. And of course your income determines what you want and your needs as a family. And I know, of course, the bed sitter is the smallest, basically recommended for single people without families because it's fairly small. But it's also possible to live in it with one child, a family that is beginning. but it is basically suitable for the single bachelors. Are they bachelors? Those ones, yeah. But you have seen the space. It's very well aired. We have facilities, and this also is important. We have education facility, all social amenities, dispensaries will be there, ECD, primary and secondary. If we don't have space, we plan to expand the neighboring secondary school so that they can be able to take in the numbers. For here, we will definitely do a secondary school, one, maybe 2 secondary schools and 2 primary schools, considering the numbers. We can start with 1. As we release the houses, then we will be able to expand those critical facilities. There are shops in some of the blocks. The blocks, maybe the lowest, Kulechidi. We have a few areas where we have shops. We have playground. We have some courts, like the one behind me is one of the courts for purposes of allowing little space for children to play. Some, I think, ample parking. I would say adequate, because not everybody who live here has a vehicle, but you can see yourself, and in my view, with the security, water, electricity connection, gas will be also accessed. We are planning to have gas accessed through what? EPRA. Yeah, EPRA is working with us, so that you just connect and put a meter there. In the State Department for Housing and Urban Development. We came here at 6 because we got a call yesterday. Our guest, the President of the Republic of Gambia, His Excellency President Barrow, has said that he is likely to take this as a huge lesson back to his country. In the area of cooperation, I think they have discussed that with His Excellency the President. And he has seen that it's doable and what we are doing here. And Kenyans keep on complaining. I don't understand. Everybody would like to live in a good house. Everybody would like to live in a good house. We are building using the 1.5% that we are taking from your salary through the affordable housing law. But also your employer is also supplementing that by another 1.5%. And that is the story. That maybe people were unhappy. But I think at the end of the day, Kenyans do contribute to the development of their country.